Good evening. I'd like to call this meeting of the Woburn License Commission to order at 5:30. My name is Tommy Skeffington. I'm the chairman. To my left is Commissioner Bill McGrath. To my right is Commissioner David Gilgun. Our clerk is Gordon Vincent. Our liaison to the Woburn Police Department is Captain Murphy. And we have City Council President Jeff Dillon is also in attendance. So first on the agenda is the Greater Boston Softball League LLC application for a special one-day liquor license for a softball tournament at Library Park from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturday, September 6th. Hello, Officer Dowd, how are you?
Commissioner Skeffington, how are you?
Doing okay. Same thing you guys do every year, right?
Correct, this is our 15th year.
And just for the members, we did get a nice package, and the drinking area, I know it's tough to see. I talked to probably prior to the meeting, but the drinking areas will be same as it is every year, right in the gazebo areas. Just so you guys, the last page here. David, anything?
No.
Bill?
Do you have a rain date, Bob?
No.
No rain date, it's on the 6th and that's it.
Yeah, play in the rain, come on.
Well, you never know.
Hi, good morning.
Anybody else? This is the public hearing. I open it up to the public. Would anyone want to speak for and or against the application for a one-day liquor license and to waive the fee for the Jack McGuire softball tournament by the Greater Boston Police Softball Association?
Gentlemen, good evening. Certainly thank you for doing this. This is a great thing to do in memory of Jack McGuire, who certainly is a true hero to our community. A real sad day, the day it happened, and I'm glad he's not forgotten. Thank you for doing this.
Captain Murphy, Woburn Police Department, I would like to thank the commission for the support and the city council for the support. I echo President Dillon's words that Jack did die a hero, and I'm glad that the Patrolmen's Association still runs this tournament in memory of him. It's been 15 years. It doesn't seem like it's been that long. It sometimes feels like it's been forever. So we appreciate it. It's still in the forefront of people's minds, and it'll be a great tournament to have. And it'll, as always, it'll be run well, and it'll be run purposely. Thank you.
Anybody else? I will say too, it is a great tournament. Good cause, guys do a great job, and while we're on TV here, anybody out there should go down, support the guys that are playing, and buy a hot dog or a hamburger or
All free.
all three.
All free.
All free. Don't make a donation
You
anyway.
can do that.
So I'll close the public hearing and take a motion.
Motion to accept the application? Second.
Motion made and seconded to accept the application. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Ayes have it, 3-0.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bobby. Good to see you, buddy.
See you guys.
Sorry, Bob.
It's all right. The big table up.
Doesn't slide as well as it used to.
Well, Gordon, true to your word. Next on the agenda is the Irish American Club, 147 Main Street, application for a special one-day liquor license for the annual Step Out for Hospice Walk and Road Race from 11 to 8 p.m. on Sunday, October 5th, 2025. Brian has been at the bottom of the agenda for the last year and a half. I said that the last time we saw him, we'd get him up the top.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Brian Kelly, 69 Wyman Street, Woburn, representing Woburn Friends of Hospice and the Irish American Club. Here to ask for a one-day license for our 28th annual Step Out for Hospice. And we have a 1 mile fun run for the kids. We have a 3 mile walk, a 5 mile road race, a virtual walk and run, live music, beer, hot dogs, popcorn. We have a tremendous support from the community. Our presenting sponsor, Del Russo Family Funeral Homes. The Torres family is a platinum sponsor along with Common Trust, Jameson Management, Northern Bank, SBLI, Winchester Co-op, and countless other sponsors and raffle donors. Commission's always been great to us and try to pay it forward.
Anybody?
No,
David? It's a public hearing. Anyone want to speak for or against? Petition, front of the board.
Again, Jeff Dillon, Woburn City Council President, Ward 3 City Council. A great event, does great work. The Irish American Club runs a great race and they work hard at it. I fully support this. Thank you.
Captain?
Captain Murphy, Woburn Police Department. I've been dealing with the Irish American on this road race club for 28 years. They always do a great job. It's always a family event. Everyone's always happy and gregarious. It's a very nice event for the community. And if there has been a problem over the years, which I can't remember hardly any, it's always been dealt with in a swift manner and professional manner.
You bet. Anybody else?
nope.
Yeah, unfortunately this year, we had to use hospice twice, in my family. Great event. Take a motion.
Motion to accept the application for the Irish American Club. Second.
Motion made and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it, 3-0. Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Have a good night.
Pledge out with me.
I know.
Next on the agenda is Sunrise Cafe LLC DBA The Vig at 487 Main Street, application for a change of manager, change of DBA, and the common victuals license.
Morning, Commissioner. Good afternoon, Commissioner. Chaz Fisher, on behalf of Sunrise Cafe, doing business as The Vig, and joined with me is Lazarus Taskidas. We're happy to be before you again tonight, and happy to report that I fulfilled all of my homework. I submitted all the paperwork that the board had requested at the last meeting. Earlier today, I provided more documents to the health department. We also submitted another document over to the building department. We paid each of the fees for each of the inspections. One of the last aspects that is still outstanding is some modifications to the proposed sign. I understand that Mr. Quinn is out today. He'll be back on Monday. They just needed some additional changes by our sign.
So you have all your signatures signed off? Because we
We-
don't have that in front of us.
We have 2 out of the 4. The 2 that are outstanding are the building department. They want us to fix the sign first before they sign off. And the other is the fire department. We've been in touch with the fire department. We just need to touch base with Rosa tomorrow. She wasn't in.
All right, so question from me. We don't have a site plan, a floor plan of record. All right,
Correct. We submitted.
you submitted the restaurants.
Right, the architect, Benjamin Lee, needs to change the name. That was, the floor plan is still the same.
All right, the floor plan's still the same, so is the rail coming across the front cafeteria style, is that still there?
No.
So this isn't a plan of record, we need a plan of record, that's one. All right? And with that being taken out, you modified the site plan. So let me go down my list here, because I did speak to the building department this morning, because I can call him when he's on vacation, because I wanted to check, because I didn't see anything. And, So it looks like and I haven't seen anything in front of me yet, but it looks like the sign permit has been rejected again. So that needs to be straightened out. So that's one aspect of the homework that's not done. The other is the site plan. All right, this is a restaurant site plan, that's not yours, so you've made modifications to that. And, so that's an alteration of premises. So the ABCC considers that an alteration of premises, so that needs to be filed. Secondly is, so what about the wall that was between, the cafeteria style,
Still there.
the wall's still there?
All the seating, the way it was before, is pretty much there except new tabletops. We just removed the cafeteria style,
All right,
well, part of it anyways.
so did that require a demo permit or no?
Not really. Honestly, it was, so what they did is they had everything on wheels that you can pull out. And we just removed that. And then they had like some compressed paper that was in front of it that they just put towel on top of. So as soon as we pulled the equipment out, there really wasn't a wall. Everything was on wheels. Like, we didn't have to demo anything.
All right,
Right.
but it's still an alteration of premises, you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You said you've been in the business for a while then, right? So you know how the ABCC works, right? You alteration
As long as
premises,
it's
you
not
gotta get a
fixed to the
permit.
ground, and removed, that in my, everything could be different now, but,
These are their laws, not
yeah,
mine.
I know.
So, secondly, my phone's been ringing off the hook for 2 weeks, okay? I've taken over 13 telephone calls on this, probably closer to 17, all right? In a previous meeting, you had said to us you were gonna be open for breakfast. All right, you're on record as saying you're gonna be open for breakfast.
Okay,
But on your website, hold on, your website, all right?
Yeah.
I didn't make it.
neither did I.
All right, so who made the website?
That was, if you see, I didn't know until Mr. Fisher told me about it. I'm like, what are you talking about? We haven't even done it yet. And then when I went and I looked it up, that was a template that they were supposed to have as private, but they publicized it. So I called them and I said, what the hell? Because they had stuff there that we're not even gonna do. And they sent me a letter explaining what happened.
All right, so,
Unless that, you will know, and that doesn't even look like a premise. I didn't even know whether,
I probably got 15 copies of your website that they had hit
No.
while I was working. So there's not a basketball hoop in there.
yeah, it's a design basketball hoop, not a regular basketball.
So, your ages are 20 to 45, what's happened if someone my age goes in there? It's your website, they put it up.
Once again, that's a template that whoever was designing it was putting in. There's no such thing as 20 to 45. I'm 61, so if.
People see that, they start calling.
No, I get you. I understand
Drinking
everything's
age
changed.
is 21.
And when I looked at it, I was like, what the heck is that? That's why I made the phone call.
Yeah, you should probably would. Because the other thing is, $10 happy hour,
There's no such thing as happy hour. Actually, I don't like happy hours. So
right.
there's stuff on there that I saw.
well, I have to address it because
I-
it's what we got and people are watching.
I
They
understand.
can't make it here.
Sure, I
right.
totally understand.
And
And I was more,
so, do you plan on having because the other thing that caught my eye was that was question too is, do you plan on having gaming classes?
gaming class? I don't even know what gaming class is.
Betting class?
It's a restaurant.
Did you have one, 374 Wash Street at one of the hotels or no?
So The VIG down in Providence, Rhode Island is defunct. There's no such thing.
Okay.
I actually know the owners and they're not even in that place anymore. That's a whole separate thing. That's not us.
Okay.
It's a different location.
But your website that we got, which is now you can't get into because obviously I get it. But let's just address it while we're here. They said that they had an address at 374 Washington Street that you guys had I assumed, which I shouldn't, but it looked like, you guys had an event there.
No.
At a
That's not us. That's a whole
Okay,
different other.
that's good.
Because there's another VIG in Chicago. There's one in Maine. There's one in, you know what I mean?
And your,
Big Uber.
go ahead, I'm sorry. And your telephone number's not 1-2-3-4-5-6-7-8-9-0,
I
right?
wish it was.
That'd be it. I'm gonna say you must know someone really is.
Nobody that much.
So, I think, and I'm only speaking for me,
Mhm.
all right? I think there's a lot of questions here, all right? And the paperwork's not complete. The alteration of premises, so I don't know, and look I'm only one vote, but I don't know how we could approve this tonight to start. Now, your use is still dine-in, correct? It's a dine-in use, it's not a fast food use.
No. We have a legitimate chef.
We,
Well, that's because the previous guy who ran it, whether he was a partner with Sunset LLC or whatever, he had a special permit for fast food. At the time he opened up, he had a special permit. It was the building commissioner at the time, which isn't the current one, deemed it was fast food use. But
Are you saying like DoorDash and stuff like that?
no, fast food meaning McDonald's, people go in, order and leave, you know what I mean? That's fast food.
We're not gonna,
You're not gonna do that, which is fine. So that special permit is null and void. This is just all that's out there. I mean, just so you
by
know.
all means, let me know.
with
I don't work for you, but I feel like I should be on the payroll because I'm doing more work than some of you guys are here.
I did address that with Gordon. He brought it to my attention, and
Okay.
we released that special permit. That was
Okay.
only in Peter Mamakis's name. I believe he received it back in 2004.
So just for the record, because what was Peter's role in Sunset LLC?
He,
And I know this isn't about Peter, but I just want it out there for the record.
Peter was not an owner of Sunrise Cafe. Peter had a previous occupation, and the owners of Sunrise Cafe, there are two, George Fragindakis and George Delagenidis.
So they owned it while Peter was leasing off of them.
They've owned it from the creation back in 2004. All of the annual reports, they filed all the annual reports. They're listed as the manager of records since day one. Peter was their operational manager. Peter was very good at the line of work that he was doing,
Other lines too, but we can keep going.
and he, he needed some assistance, and he was left with not having employment, and they knew of his background, they knew of his skills, and that's how they brought him in to run the restaurant.
So throughout the whole time Peter was there, Sunset LLC owned it.
Yes. And all of the free Thanksgiving dinners, that was from the two Georges. They were the ones who bankrolled Peter and provided the free Thanksgiving dinners every year to the community. That was them.
Hope the Woburn Public Media turns that up, the volume up on that one. Can you talk to the owners and see if they can rectify a situation where a few of the employees were not paid when the restaurant closed, if they were the owners?
I'm not aware of who was not paid, but please, I'll speak with
And
you
I
afterwards.
just, I don't know if they can just look into it, all right? That's not under really our purview, but I get 2 anonymous calls, and usually I don't bring anything up anonymous because of, but there's a couple people said.
May I say something? There was it's actually a couple that came in about a month ago, and they told me that they were owed money. Now, I'm a different company.
Yes.
Anybody that was local, whether it's vegetables or bread or whatever, I want to be a local guy, and I kept everybody, so I paid them off, even though it's out of my money, it's not under Sunrise Cafe. There was one couple that came in, and I paid them both. Nobody since then has come to me, maybe they called, maybe they
Probably the
didn't.
same people.
Yeah. Well, one of them is, we're gonna rehire, so he came in yesterday.
Good. All right,
We're not trying to hurt anybody.
thank you. That's all I got. You got, cause you know, look, the website come out and
He was in Amsterdam
you
when I
saw
called
social
him.
media, I mean, you saw, you know, and then, you know, you try to look things up and then the telephone goes crazy and what are we, you know, what's going on? So everyone thinks it's a gambling parlor now. It's a bad way to start, you know what I mean?
You think?
So what my question to you is why I'm asking the way I'm asking them is to set the record straight. I want you to start out on the right foot, you know what I mean? And there's no better way to do it than, you know, getting it on record with the paper and the TV. David?
I'm confused.
Your turn.
First of all, I want to thank them for coming back like they said they would and progressed to the point of nearing opening. Would it make you any more comfortable if we did a meeting, on-site meeting?
Yeah, I believe that, and we can do this. But I believe the building inspector's gonna have an onsite. I believe.
My point is,
We could do it the same time he did, so we're not, you know. If,
I don't want to hold these guys up any longer. I mean, this has been ad infinitum. This has been since January. Somebody's paying the rent with no return. Not a good investment. And I don't want to be the guy that hurts them because I'm a small businessman myself. So what I like to do is get all these particulars that you brought up together, and let's get this thing on the road.
Absolutely.
I'm with David on that also, but I also want to reiterate what Mr. Skeffington said about the gaming issue that's out there. People have said to me, and well, some of the people have said that to me, is there gonna be gambling in there? And then they don't even know that I'm sitting on this board, and they said that to me. And I said, "Oh, that's impossible." But I'm glad you've made that clear tonight, that that is off the table.
Right.
Okay. You know, another thing about the gambling, Massachusetts allows gambling.
Except for college. Yeah.
and I agree with you, but I think where the confusion started and with the gambling thing was the website, you know, gaming classes and 20 to 42-year-old, the place to gamble, you know what I mean? And you saw it, I mean, you know, and I get it, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I hate to say this, but I wish that was the case because then, you know, we retire after 1 year, but
So doesn't
that's
everyone
not even
file an
close. It's a
application?
restaurant first.
Yeah.
Service, that's what we pride ourselves on.
and
Just because it's a basketball hoop and you can see the games, you know what I mean? Anybody can go on their, you know, phones and gamble and do whatever the hell they want, but
look, I'm a more the better, all right?
So what do we do to get this moving?
What we gotta do is, I think we
The
should,
building commissioner signed off.
the building commissioner hasn't signed off on the fire
I
department.
said you gotta get him to sign off.
We gotta get him to sign off
Gotta get the
and
fire department to sign off.
the fire department to sign off,
Get the
And-
sign fixed.
get the sign issue, and let's get an opinion from the building commissioner on the rail. All right, because you just said you took the rail out, but it was on wheels, all right? So if it's on wheels, and that's the case, I believe, and I'm not the building commissioner, but I believe that's not classified an alteration of
It's
premises.
classified as personal property, not real property. So
Yeah.
it's not, doesn't fall under the building.
Again, but I would just like to get his opinion on it. So why don't we can approve this contingent of the site visit in the signatures.
I think that's.
Does that work?
That's
You
reasonable.
guys? All
Can
right.
I speak in a matter for 1 second, Commissioner?
Yeah.
Well, let's clear up the whole gambling thing. If there was gambling, there would be an arrest in a very short amount of time. Okay, so there's gonna be no gambling there, there's gonna be none of that, and if there is, it's illegal, and we're gonna arrest people, bottom line. So we put that whole gambling thing to bed.
This is a public hearing. Anyone want to speak for and or against the application that's in front? I will close the public hearing. And again, I just want to reiterate, without, I just wanted to bring that stuff up so it's out there in the open so people can see it and clarify. All right, because misconceptions, it's for you, I don't want you to start out that way, all right? And you don't want to either, all right? I know you don't, all right? And I'm excited about your place. I really am. Place been vacant for too
I
long.
believe it's gonna be
right.
good for
So,
town.
I'll take a motion.
Contingent on the,
Contingent upon the 2 sign-offs and a site visit, and we can work the site visit in, Gordon, with the building department, so you don't have to be there, special time.
Unfortunately, I'm there from 10 to 6 every day.
Okay. So we can do a site visit whenever you want.
okay, the motion
Motion
made with
made.
contingencies.
Seconded. Motion made and seconded is to approve the application that's in front of us for the VIG. With the stipulation upon 2 signatures and a site visit. Do you guys want to set up a site visit right now?
No, let's see what Quinn has
Okay.
to say, and then
All right,
we'll just call this gentleman and tell him we're coming up.
excellent.
So,
Motion made and seconded. All those in favor?
aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it 3-0.
Can I
Thanks,
just add
guys.
one thing here?
Thank you,
Just,
Yes,
I would think that if we're still stumbling a month from now, that we're gonna be on the agenda again.
Well,
See how things go.
I have
There's no
the-
reason to be stumbling again.
I know, but we didn't think
It's
we'd be,
time to get this
we
thing
didn't think
moving.
we'd be here 7 months ago. We had-
I have the
think we'd
utmost
be here.
confidence. I have the utmost confidence in the way that the gentlemen that are in front of us have worked.
Okay, that's fine.
That, we'll get this thing hashed out and, get you open ASAP.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
thank you, Joe.
Thank you, guys. Next on the agenda is the hearing to determine whether the Portuguese American Recreation Club at 81 Main Street has violated the following Woburn License Club rules and regulations, section 3, 4 through 6, and 9. Oof, you guys are.
Yeah, it's the psycho door, don't worry for it, don't wait for
Close the
it,
back
thank
door.
you. And it opens again, and it closes again 3 times.
All right.
Good evening, gentlemen.
So you are in front of us because of an event that took place on Saturday, July 12th, 9 to 2. For the men's and women's clothing, shoes, hats, kitchen, household, goods, whatever. Cash bar for purchase as you browse out items. Make a long story short, okay? Your bars for members only, can't serve the outside unless you have a special one-day permit. All right. Gordon, sure you guys got a copy of that, okay? You guys have always been outstanding, we've never had a problem down there. I don't wanna, belabor this, but you guys know what happened,
So I think there's a miscommunication.
okay?
We did not have any event outdoors. It was an indoor yard sale, which I rented the hall myself and purchased. I had put a sign out on the street because people were opening the front door to our building and didn't realize that to come into our hall to purchase, merchandise was in the back. So we did not have anything outdoors. Outdoors was used for parking only.
Okay. So it was the hall was rented out
Yes.
and people could come in because it was rented under your name, so it wasn't just people coming in because the Portuguese American Club was open, having this event, and so it wasn't, so anyone could come in.
Yeah, it was me trying to do things for some of the elderly people, like including my mother and, some other elderly people to sell some stuff. And since it was like a 90-degree weekend, being indoors, I thought it would have been a good idea.
So in essence, we don't even have a violation.
Yeah, I think it was just a little miscommunication now.
Yes, we have a miscommunication. David, anything?
No.
Bill?
No,
But in the future, the ads have to be more specific.
Okay.
I'll take responsibility for that. When I used the term cash bar, in my mind, I was thinking our water, soda, and sumal, Portuguese juice. We did in fact sell nothing at all from the bar, not even a bottle of water. So I apologize if it made it sound like liquor was gonna be on sale at all during a yard sale. I should have made that more specific again, saying water, soda, and sumal for purchase.
Captain?
As a matter of fact, when the letter went out, I had a conversation with Mr. Pacheco relative to all these subtleties about what and can't do in a similar manner we have with the St. Anthony's Club. And we've clarified all that up. And he understands the process now of the delineation between the club and a member running things. Same situation we had with the St. Anthony's Club at a much lower level. So we've had that conversation and he understands it now and he knows if he ever has a question, you just give me a shout. Thank you.
Thank you. This is a public hearing. Bill, anything?
no,
This is a public hearing. Would anyone want to speak on the matter that's in front of us? So I would say that, we don't have a violation of any rules or regulations that are in front of us. And I would take a motion to, I'd take a motion to no action needed.
okay, we'll make that motion. I was gonna say no need to make a motion, but,
Let's get it on the record.
okay. I make a motion that we take no action.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. On the motion, I was really hoping that I could get Pacheco to do push-ups and sit-ups and then all the building to be there.
All for a yes. It's Chico.
Our motion made, seconded, all those in favor, no action taken. Thank you, guys, for coming.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Sorry for the miscommunication.
Yep.
Thank you guys for the permit for our special piece we had. We had a very great year
It
this
was a
year.
wonderful weekend, last weekend.
I enjoyed the music.
You gotta restore that parade.
Oh, the parade.
Yeah.
I know, we don't have as many kids.
That's what you
It's
said.
tough, yeah. But we had a great weekend.
Sunday.
Thank you,
All
guys.
good thing, thank you. So next on the agenda is Ipswich Ale Brewery, 2 Brewery Place, Ipswich, Mass. Application for special one-day liquor and entertainment license for a private corporate event at 100 Sylvan Street Road from 4:30 to 7:30 on Thursday, September 18th, with a rain date of Thursday, September 25th. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Oh, you get your names.
Sarah Blackstone, do I need to say the town I'm from?
Sure.
Yeah, Haverhill, Mass, from Ipswich Ale Brewery. I do the marketing and social media and events.
Harrison Saka, Hoover, Massachusetts, 23 Warren Avenue. I work for Cummings Properties. I'm here as a representative as Sue Howland is out on vacation this week.
So you have an event on the 18th with a rain date on the 25th. At Sylvan Place, your application all looks very good with your nice designated drinking area and all that stuff, with the seating. Once again, you've had this last couple of years, right?
Yes.
Okay. Captain, no problem?
The next one, not a problem.
David?
Nope.
Bill?
Well filled out application.
Yeah.
Yes, Sue does a great job.
Well, I'm sure you looking over his shoulders.
Oh yeah, we're both kind of putting it together, but she does a lot of legwork.
This is a public hearing. Would anyone want to speak for and or against the one-day application with the rain date for September 18th with the rain date of September 25th? I close the public hearing and take a motion.
Motion to accept the application from Ipswich Ale Brewery.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it, 3-0. Thank you. Best of luck.
Thanks, Sarah.
You all. Next on the agenda is the Greek Orthodox Community of Woburn Incorporated, 70 Montvale Ave, applications, plural, for special one-day liquor licenses for the following dates and times. 12 to 5 on Saturday, August 23rd, 2023 for baptism. 6 to 11 on Saturday, October 4th for a trivia night fundraiser. And from 10 to 11 p.m. on Saturday, November 25th for a Gyro Fest fundraiser. And 5 to 11 p.m. on Saturday, November 29th for a birthday party. Just going over all these quickly. So trying not to have to take them all individually here. The nonprofits, we can waive the fee for. There's one, there's two that will, the first and last will have a fee, and the two nonprofits will not.
Good evening again.
Same as always, huh?
Yeah, well, you know, bills are amount, so we have to pay them.
Yes, I will say that the applications, again, great job on the applications. David, anything?
How many is this now?
I have no clue. A few.
They're well under 30. I would estimate.
Yeah, you're right, you know, we
You're under 30.
Yeah.
make sure that we have enough for the festival, so we don't go overboard.
They're not close.
Okay.
I mean, they're close,
You're
but they're not in jeopardy going over 30.
No, again, I'm impressed. Good job organizing.
Thank you.
Letting us
Yeah,
know that.
the secretary does a good job.
She's phenomenal.
Yeah, she speaks highly of you.
She's terrific.
Thank you.
Well, at least we know there's one person.
That's it.
Captain?
The Greek Church has always been a great partner in the community with us and everybody else.
This is a public hearing where anyone want to speak for and or against the 4 application dates in front of us, 2 being nonprofit and 2 being for-profit.
Good evening, gentlemen. Ward 7 City Councilor Chuck Viola. Want to speak in favor of the applicant. They do a lot for the community. I'm sure there's never been any issues there, and I wish that you would vote in favor of this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Close the public hearing and take a motion.
We can do them all in one, right?
All at once.
Yeah, I would make a motion that we approve all the applicants, with it, 4 applicants.
4 applicants
4 applications for the special permits.
and waive the fee on the nonprofit.
And waive the fee for non.
One of the fundraisers for the community, you know, that trivia night, it's for the money, whatever we're gonna get, they're gonna be towards the needy in the town.
Why don't we waive the fee on all?
Well, you have that down as nonprofit. You have trivia as nonprofit anyway.
Non-profit, yeah. Well, the money that we collect from there will be given to the people, you know, to
Amend
the
application,
community.
Waive the fee for all 4.
Waive the fee for all 4. We,
Amend the motion to waive the fee.
Thank you very much.
Second.
no raise. All's in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it, 3-0. No raise for the.
Thanks, guys. See you next time.
David? No raise for the alderman? All right. So next on the agenda is Lord Hoba. And I do want to take these separate.
How are we doing, gentlemen?
All right, so, first we'll take the application for a special one-day license from 12 to 10 p.m. on Saturday, September 13th, for a wrestling show. Tell us a little bit about the wrestling show.
So it's actually a company that's worked in Woburn a number of times. I don't remember which club they were wrestling at. They were Chaotic Wrestling. I don't know if it was the Portuguese American or the Irish American club that they wrestled at for years, but they're an amateur troupe show. They're going to be setting up their stage in the morning, and the gentleman who's in charge of it is going to be having a lot of his trainees and students doing practicing throughout the day as kind of a family-friendly, show, and have kids be able to take pictures with people and enjoy the spectacle throughout the day. And then at 7 p.m. there is a ticketed show that is going to basically have a little bit more professional amateurs, including a retired WWE star who's going to be coming in, and they're just going to put on a fun wrestling event for the day and hopefully entertain all the fans of wrestling that there are around here.
Okay, so here we go. This company that's been here before has had wrestling events inside, correct?
Correct, yes, sir.
And your proposal is to have this outside?
Yes, sir. We do not have ceiling height or width space inside to be able to fit a ring.
So, and I'm looking at your site map here, but what I don't see is how the wrestling ring is basically abutting neighbors. That's one. Number two is park. Where's everyone gonna park?
So the entire rest of our lot is still going to be open. It's the same basic space that we take up for a lot of our outdoor events, where we use up a good amount of those about like 20 spaces there. But we have the rest of our parking around the building still open, as well as our area across the street as well.
So here's our issue. All right. You have a special permit for a dine-in restaurant. Okay. So with that special permit, you need 12 parking spaces for 1,000 square feet of inside dining. And I'm looking at your map here, and I've been to your establishment, and I can say that you would be in violation of special permit. That's one. Okay? Because you have limited on-street parking. So now we got people parking in the neighborhood. All right. Second thing, you're having an event for 10 hours, serving not 3.2% beer. It's two.
The alcohol sales are really supposed to be more so for the evening. The permit was I put that at time range purely just that if somebody wanted to bring their beverage with them outside for the different portions in the afternoon, they were at least able to. But we will not be setting up our beer sales tent outside until 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening for the evening show.
What about lighting?
They're going to be bringing some of their own. We also picked the timing of 7 o'clock, so there was still about an hour or so of sunlight. And we do have some of our own lights in that parking lot as well. The other mention I was going to say about parking, the company next door, Boston Bean, has been very gracious to loan us their parking lot for a number of our large events. We have a really good relationship with them to be able to use their about 50 spaces over there as well.
What about speakers?
We have some, and they have some as well. They do these events all the time, and so they know that we have neighbors to keep mind, have in mind. So we're absolutely not. Everything is going to be facing the brewery, so that nothing is facing outwards towards the road or other businesses and homes. But they have assured us that nothing is going to be too crazy. There's not going to be fireworks or The Rock making any appearances or anything like that.
So you're gonna have people cheering, and I'm gonna be honest with you. and I'm only one vote. All right, this is too much for the space. That's just my opinion. I think it's a nightmare. It's gonna be a nightmare for the police department. It's gonna be a nightmare for your neighbors. You know, I don't say no too often, but, I just personally, I can't support this. And David?
Well, let's ask Captain Murphy his attitude.
Captain Murphy, Woburn Police Department. To echo some of the chair's concerns, there was a little bit of history here. In the past, when different people were running the brewery, there was some complaints about the neighbors hearing noises, hearing very loud music. They were becoming a pain to the neighbors. So we worked through a lot of issues involving bringing things indoors, getting things away from the neighborhood, shutting things down a little earlier, trying to work through all those concerns to have the neighbors who are literally abut you. And it's been quiet. It's been good for the last 5 to 6 to 7 years. We've had very few calls over there, if any. And part of that was to work through these things. And I don't see how, especially where it's going till 10 o'clock at night, that would be a concern for us with the neighbors relative to the fact that you are right there. And there's a lot of, this is not just a one-time thing, there's a lot of history involving here. And 7 o'clock till 10 o'clock at night, going all day, I know it's gonna be quieter during the day. I'm assuming that would be a nuisance for the neighbors. Because it's, if you look at the way it's set up, you're right there. So that's historically from us. We've worked through a lot of those problems with the neighbors to have the business flourish, to have the business be able to be their business and not be a problem to the neighbors. We don't want to turn back the hands of time either, because you guys, they've been very considerate over the years. Once we went through all that, a year or two, going through that, it became not a problem because everybody understood that that's what happens. And the neighbors weren't complaining hardly at all anymore because it was a mutual respect either way. I don't foresee this, depending how this goes or depending how loud it is and how late it goes, we don't want to start down that road again. Like I said, I don't know how loud these people are. I don't know how much light pollution is going to be at 10 o'clock at night into their neighborhood, into their yard for quality of life issues. And for us to respond to a call down there, is it going to be that crowded in the parking lot that we can't respond properly to a call down there or the fire department parking down there? There are some public safety issues. The other stuff you guys have been running have been fine because during the day, and it's more about, you know, people show up at a race, they run, they come back. You know, it's been more of a, but this, people are gonna be there all day. So that's our concerns, the light pollution, the parking, the going till 10 o'clock at night because your road races and things like that don't go to late at night. That's why a lot of those things were happening. That's why a lot of the events were during the day for the neighbors' concerns, because it does about a family neighborhood. So that's our concerns relative to the parking and the light pollution, the neighbors in the actual 10 o'clock at night. I understand that in some people's mind it isn't late, but we're creeping back towards that later activities down there. Like we said, most of your other stuff was during the day, during the Sunday afternoon, Saturday afternoon was fine. But now we're creeping back on a Saturday night to 10 o'clock at night. So there'll be some of our concerns. I'm not gonna say it's not gonna go whatever, but that's our concerns because, again, we're creeping back up till 9, 10 o'clock at night.
Thank you. David?
Could you see yourself changing the time?
Yes, I can absolutely reach out to the person who is in charge of all the ticketing and in charge of Chaotic Wrestling, and he's been a very amenable person, so I'm more than willing to change the time. If that would change anything, I mean, I want to make sure that all of our neighbors are happy, and I want to make sure that we follow everything that we can to make this happen if it's possible.
Well, I believe you're gonna have to, when you set up the wrestling ring, I believe you're gonna have to get in touch with the building department, it's gonna have to be inspected. Very similar to the stage at the Blues Festival. All right, needs to, you know, when you're setting these things up, I think it's gonna need to be inspected. I'm not the building department.
I don't believe it's elevated. I believe it's just a padded, matted ground. Like they do have the ones that are 4 or 5 feet raised. I do not believe that this one is in that category, but
Getting back to the time issue, you know, right now it gets dark at 8 o'clock. by September 13th, that's 3 weeks from the Saturday, it's gonna be darker a lot earlier. So I would also be very much in favor of amending the time of this and maybe not go till 10 o'clock at night, not only moving the show up to earlier, but also ending it a little bit earlier. You know, not, you know, to 10 o'clock on Draper Street, Nashua Street, and all those connecting streets, driving out to Montvale Avenue on Nashua Street, which is a difficult place routinely.
So,
So I would be in favor of, yeah, so is correct, but I would be in favor of amending the hours also.
Again, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 sections of seating and tables. And a wrestling ring, not a road race where you're setting up a tent. Then you got an outdoor bar and you got food trucks. Again, I think you're in violation of your special permit for as far as parking goes. I will not be supporting this. That's just me.
no, I mean, I'd be for it at earlier times, but if we're violating a regulation, I certainly wouldn't be for it.
Yeah, I mean, look what we went through with, Jake and Joe's with the lighting in the park. We dealt with that for a long time. And, I just see not good things. Road races, yeah, I'm all for it. Oktoberfest, I'm good, that's, but you're talking literally. Talking 10 hours. 10 hours, you're talking the stage, you're talking music, there's gonna be music playing when guys are coming into the ring, you're gonna have people cheering.
No, but the question was, if he changes the hours to the day, he would still be against it because it's in violation, right?
I would be against it's in violation of the special permit. Too much, it's just too much. Like, look, you could have a road race there and, you still have your parking, but look at this, you can't even count them. I mean, you got, all this parking is taken up here on Draper Street, all right? You got neighbors right behind you. You got the food trucks over here, you got the outdoor bar over here. Then what's not depicted on here is, where are the speakers? Where's the lighting trucks, right? Where, even if you go to Nation's Rent and buy and jack the thing up, they still need an area to go. So now we're talking even more, and again, too much. To Captain Murphy's point, I don't wanna go backwards. Spoke to the representative of Ward 2, got some concerns too, and,
Ward 2 or Ward 5?
Ward 2, it says Ward 2. That's
The
Ward 2.
lines have changed, that area is now Ward 2.
So, that's me.
He should be here tonight. He's that concerned.
This is a public hearing, I'd like to open it up to the public. Is anyone here for and or against the application that's in front of us? I'll close the public hearing and take a motion as the board's wishes.
I'll make a motion to deny.
Second.
Motion's made to deny the one-day permit for the amateur wrestling show at Lord Hobo on September 12th, September 13th, 12 to 10. All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? Ayes have it, 3-0. That motion is denied. On the second application, we have Lord Hobo at 5 Draper Street, Woburn, for October 5th from noon to 4. Better timing. For Dogtoberfest, a dog theme event.
So there's a lot of Oktoberfest that happen at a number of breweries all around the state of Massachusetts, and so this was my attempt to think of something that was a little bit of a different twist on the classic fest, and so basically combining it with an event where we allow dogs, as normally we don't allow dogs in the tap room or on the patio. So we're going to have a lot of local dog-based companies, as well as a couple of adoption agencies. They're going to bring some dogs on site, and then we're also going to be doing some classic Oktoberfest, kind of games and celebrations, and just trying to kind of have a little fun day outdoors and bring in the fall, but kind of be at the end of the Oktoberfest celebration season.
And you're taking up 8 parking spaces for this event. A little different. Only taking up 8 parking spaces for this event. It's a little different. David, anything on the Oktoberfest?
Warren? No comment. I'm for it also.
It's a public hearing. Would anyone want to speak for and against the Oktoberfest Lord Hobo one-day? Captain?
Like we said before, this is moving forward, this is in concert with what we have been doing down there. It's 12 to 4, it's.
Noon to 4 is pretty good time.
I've been there for 6 years now, and I'm very glad that I have not had to have the police on site more than one other time for a power outage. So I'm very happy about that, and I hope to keep it that way. I like to keep Captain Murphy dealing with the important issues.
Us too. So close the public hearing and take a motion.
Motion to accept the application for the Dogtoberfest on October 5th.
Second.
Motion made and second to approve the application for the Oktoberfest on October 5th. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it 3-0. Thank you.
Thanks, gentlemen.
Next on the agenda is Gozzi's Restaurant, 502 Main Street, a request for a change of hours from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Good afternoon.
It's not a good evening, it's not a good afternoon.
Don't give me
All right.
that, yes.
And for this reason. I think we said in our meeting last time you guys were here, last month, that we wanted, with the concerns of your neighbor and other things, we wanted to make sure that we walked before we ran there. And here you are again, in front of us again for the 4th time. Yeah. 4th time in a row. All right. Last meeting, Commissioner Gilgun nicely asked if you guys could move the dumpster from underneath your neighbor's window. And is the dumpster moved?
Not yet.
Not yet. He said it isn't.
What's gonna be done, yeah.
I was there yesterday, it wasn't. So now, we're here again, you guys in front of us, asking for us to approve something. But then again, you guys don't do what we ask. So why do you want to open at 6 a.m. in the morning, 6 to 11 o'clock?
First of all, a lot of clients been asking us to, offer a breakfast option for them, and also it's gonna be good for the business. So, we're trying to adjust the business because we just started, and we try to adjust the business so we can survive, the competition and offer to our clients and to the community the best service that we can do it. In concern of the container that we have to move it, we're gonna take care of that. Give it a couple of days and we're gonna resolve that. I know we have a little issue with the neighbor and, she's a special neighbor. We're trying to work something out with her, but even though like we don't do much noise or anything, she always complain about it. So, it's something that we're trying to kind of like coordinate because, like we just open, and make adjustments. So, make sure that the city is going to be happy with us, the client's going to be happy with us, and we can survive, the business competition as well.
So,
But why do you want to start at 6?
So a lot of clients been asking us to, if we could open early and, serve breakfast as well. We serve most of the Brazilians and they do constructions or house clean. So they are early birds, let's put it this way. So they like to wake up and sometimes they have no place to go. I mean, like they have Dunkin' Donuts, but Brazilian like, different kind of breakfast. And most of the client been asking like, oh, why don't you do that? And suggest us to offer them.
anything else? Nope.
No,
So, I'll go back to what I already said. Let's walk before we run. Your answer about the neighbor, not what I wanted to hear.
Mm-hmm.
She was there before you and she'll probably be there after you.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta work with her. She's not a complainer.
Mm-hmm.
She's talking about her quality of life.
Yep.
And what do? You put a dumpster underneath their door. Alright? And underneath their windows. Makes 0 sense to me. Alright?
Mm-hmm.
And where's the owner of the building / partner? Alright? Who claimed gonna work there all the time. Gonna be there 8 to 10 hours a day. Guess what? I haven't seen him there at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't hide very well. Alright?
Mm-hmm.
Haven't seen him there at all. I'm gonna work with the neighbor, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Again, I want a liquor license, I don't want a liquor license. I only wanna open this, I only wanna open that. I'm not gonna have music, I want music, I won't play music. This is crazy. I see you guys more than I see my wife.
If I may, I understand there's a lot of back and forth, flip-flop situation with us. We do mistakes, but we learn a lot from our mistakes. We try to make the mistake good experience so we don't commit that. Regarding the dumpster, I understand that, and I think she's right. We try to figure out the best place to put the dumpster, and you continue to have, park space, so don't have another issue, Now we have the dumpster, with the issue with the dumpster, but we have a park space. But then if you move the dumpster to a different part of the parking, then we're gonna lose park space, and then we're gonna be back here. So we're trying to figure it out. Again, like I understand we did a lot of mistakes, but we're learning from those mistakes, and we hopefully we can work with the city and comply with all the rules and regulations, so we can continue with the business, serve the community.
Right now, that particular area is in upheaval, and as much as they're putting a new parking lot across the street, they're digging up the present street. I'm sure when it's all finished, everything will work well for everybody. But, Mrs. Sanchez has to realize when she bought the property, or if it was her father who bought the property the jeweler had his own business. They knew that when they bought the property. That has to be taken into consideration. It's got to be a 50-50 deal here. Everybody's got to have a little bite of the apple or it doesn't work.
I agree with you.
But if you people will cooperate, if she will cooperate, and if she doesn't cooperate, if she gets too uptight, then we'll have to come down with the hammer. Because everybody has to exist. This happens to be a free society.
Mm-hmm.
David, you think moving the dumpster is unreasonable? I just think putting it so close to the neighbor there is,
That was my stupid idea, because it was right under the lady's window.
yeah.
Do I think it's taking up a parking space? Yes.
Gonna take up a parking space no matter where you put it.
Unless they push it way in back, way in back.
And then it's difficult to empty, so.
But, yeah, that flows both ways. Bill.
Yeah.
And she wasn't the one that complained about that.
He wasn't, no.
No. But to give her an extra bite of the apple, I said to the girls, I said, maybe you could, remove that. It was right under her window.
That's, that has to be modified. I don't think that's a good idea.
Yep, the dumpster hits the house. Anything, Phil?
Said,
Anything else?
no,
This is a public hearing. Would anyone want to speak for or against the application from us? Captain, anything from you?
Again, I think, to echo some of the comments already, that this is an area of flux right now. They're building some of the no parking signs are down because of the trucking. Some of the trucking going up and down, it's noisy with the banging and the hammering, and the street's gonna be all differently when it's all said and done. It's gonna be hopefully much more parking and hopefully much more open. And I think then it would be a lot easier to come to a remedy situation than it is now. Right now, we're trying to work on stuff that's not permanent. It's all temporary right now. This whole area is in situation of flux. So we're trying to solve a problem right now. If we solve it today, who knows, a month from now, when they fix something out, it's gonna be back at it again. So I think the biggest thing, and I work with stuff like this a lot, is you both, like Commissioner Gilgun said, you both have to understand, you both have a dog in this fight, and you just have to work together and find, maybe you're both a little bit upset, or you're both a little happy. Not everybody's really happy, you're both a little happy. So I think that would go a long way to alleviate some of these quality of life issues. And again, the final solution will have to be when all this stuff is finished on Hovey Street and that whole parking lots around, and different things might be some more available land or a different spot for things to go. Right now, I think it might be just, as a show of good faith, do something that the person can see. They can say, okay, they did that for me. And that might go a long way to coming back and forth. But right now, from the policing standpoint, it's just, the street isn't just a situation of flux, so it's awful hard to come up with any hard solution. But it's a temporary situation.
According to the engineer's plans, in 3 months, you're gonna be very happy.
Yeah.
Very
Right.
I'd like to close the public hearing and take a motion.
make a motion to postpone action on this for 90 days.
This is the hours of opening.
Right. It's still 90 days, Captain Murphy just said, things should be better.
Okay.
So if we move this from August to November, we should have a better idea of what things look like, and maybe a solution of the dumpster can be made in that time.
And if it's done before that, they can come in and.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was about to ask that if we could have resolved or figured out something, if we could,
Yeah. Yeah, we meet
Second
every
that.
month, so.
Second.
Motion made in second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Ayes have it, 3-0 to revisit this in 90 days without a filing fee. They don't have a filing fee for this.
There's no filing fee for change hours.
So we'll revisit it at our November meeting.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, we're gonna fix that for sure.
Okay.
So we'll get a month off. We'll see you in October then November.
Don't get carried away.
We better have a month off.
That's why I didn't say October, because I know we're busy in October.
Better have a month off. Next on the agenda is Happy Days Are Here Again. More booze can be served in Boston and other towns. Restaurant and bar patrons in Boston and the rest of the state could have more opportunities to sip cocktails thanks to a policy change slipped into the new state budget. State Representative Aaron McLewitz of a North End Democrat who serves as the House Ways and Means Committee Chair inserted a provision that gives municipalities the authority to allow businesses to trade in their beer and wine license for a restricted all alcohol license. The license, which would allow an establishment to serve vodka, gin, and other spirits, could not be resold and would need to be returned to the municipality when a business closes. It would not increase the overall number of alcohol licenses in the state. Beer and wine licenses tend to be cheaper and easier to acquire than all alcohol, but with many customers preferring cocktails these days, restaurateurs have sought ways to upgrade their existing permits. Boston Mayor Michelle Wu said she plans to introduce legislation to the city council in the coming weeks so that Boston can become the first municipality to allow establishments to upgrade. She made the announcement Thursday, and Chinatown's Dynasty Restaurant, whose owner Jeffrey Yu is seeking to trade in his beer and wine license. So the trade-in provision is part of a broader effort to reform liquor licensing and make the permits more accessible and affordable. More than 2 decades as Boston So last year, the state created 225 new licenses and the biggest expansion of alcoholic permits in Boston. This all pertains to Boston. So this, after talking to Gordon about this, it is up to us whether this commission, whether we accept the law change or we don't.
That's, it's actually up to the city council to
That's the
accept.
question I asked you.
Yeah, I know, and I clarified it with the city solicitor. So what the city solicitor said, if the license commission is not in favor of it, they can make that known to the city council. But ultimately, it is up to the city council, and I'm glad we have 2 councilors in the room, including the president. Ultimately, it would be up to the city council to adopt this legislation.
So my question with the legislation is, so you have a beer and wine license,
Yep.
which is not as expensive as a.
No, they're the same.
They're the same.
They're the same. They're $3,000. Restaurant licenses are the same.
So I'll give you my opinion. I would like to leave our laws as is and send a communication to the city council as to not adopt. That's what I'd like to do. But I'm only one vote.
Do what, no, said what?
What's that?
Say it again.
To not adopt the law.
Send a message to who?
I said we send a communication to the city council saying that we are not in favor of the law change. We'll stay as status quo, like we are. If it's not broken, don't fix it.
Oh, it's broken. It's broken. And I spoke to the city council twice in regards to home rule. Again, this gets old. We had home rule, the city council be in charge of this to begin with. I'm gonna say, let's keep it just as is. Forget the ABCC's bumping wine up to full liquor, and let's, maybe if we holler loud enough. I've sent another letter to a representative asking about a home rule. But they all run around this end. And I mentioned before, did you know how our representative voted?
I don't. I think the vote was 160 to 4 or something like that, so I assume he voted for it, but
Oh, yeah. So, let's leave it as is. And I'm sure the city council, in their good outlook for the city of Louisville, will catch on to this and just say, forget it. Let things stay as is.
But the city council, we should still send a recommendation that
Oh,
we
yeah.
prefer to keep as is.
I agree with that.
Take a motion. To send a communication to the city council that we would prefer to keep the law as is and not institute 138. 123 or whatever it is.
I wonder what's behind all of it? What makes,
Behind all of it, someone's got some political pull in the north end, and that's where it's coming from, and they wanna change it, because, you know, this all stems back to, without keeping us here all night, it all stems back to when Tom Menino was the mayor, he instituted cordials. We don't do cordials anymore, all right? There's no way, and not to get off track, but there's no way we could ask Captain Murphy or anybody in his department to police cordials, okay? And I'm gonna be honest with you, I go in the north end, a lot, all right? And I know restaurateurs in the north end, all right? And that have cordial licenses. Let me tell you something, what you're getting out of the bottle is not a cordial license, all right? It's not a cordial liquor, I can guarantee you that.
He's being cordial to you.
Yeah.
Tom Menino went before the House of Representatives 3 times.
Yes,
Congressman Presley went before the House twice, trying to get home rule for Boston. They were both shot down.
I wanna give up, they feel it's a control thing. So, if we can send a communication, motion's made and second, send a communication that we are not in favor of the change, and please ask the city council to not adopt this. All those in favor?
I,
Aye. All those opposed, ayes have it, 3-0. So that is, that's that. We don't, you do have a copy of the law in front of you, in your packet, you need it,
I know, I haven't.
alright. And
You said that
last
to us, right?
but not
I did.
least
Yeah, I
is, last but not least is, before we, let's set the dates for our next meetings.
well, the third Thursday is the 18th of September.
18th of September, does that work for you, David?
Yeah.
October 16th, is that correct? That's our big meeting.
That's the,
That's the mandatory meeting for all.
As
We didn't
Mr.
get all the
Murphy said.
papers up.
Mandatory meeting.
He said,
They're already
The 16th of
printed
October.
and ready to go.
Yeah, shit.
And, do you guys wanna do November 13th or the
It's gonna be
20th?
the ABCC.
Say it again.
November.
November 13th or the 20th? Let's do the 13th.
I agree with that.
And,
Also the second Thursday in
and
December.
why don't we do, you wanna do December 11th?
The
It
11th.
frees us up around the holidays a little bit.
Yeah.
Wanna do it December 11th, David?
The only thing I would say about the November 13th meeting is it shortens by a week the time frame that the liquor license renewals, but would
You
have to
wanna
be
do the
submitted.
20th?
It's
What's
completely-
easier for you?
20th.
20th. So let's do November 20th. Does that work for everybody?
That's actually easier for me too.
Yeah.
Okay,
If you can't come, you can't come. We can do without you. Anybody?
Speak for yourself,
so,
John.
so that'll be,
September 18th.
So we have September
Yeah.
18th, October 16th, November 20th, and December 11th.
December 11th. That works.
That works. And last but not least is the approval of our meeting from, our minutes from our last meeting. All those in favor? I'll take a motion to approve.
I'm gonna pass on that I wasn't here.
So we'll make a motion to approve
Second.
meetings of the last minutes.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
I abstained from that vote for the record.
Bill
Good.
abstained. 2-0.
You were sorely missed, William.
Yeah, I thought I
Is
was.
there anything else in front of this board legally that you guys would like to talk about?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion's made to adjourn,
Second.
seconded, all in favor? Aye. All opposed, ayes have it, 3-0. Go Red Sox.